Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shahrawi Siddiq Mohd Azrai. My metric number is 2019 So for my topic of the research, it is the most active frequency of winning and losing team in Euro 2016. So we proceed for the next slide, which is this is my table of content. So we will go to the chapter one. Firstly, it is background of the study. Football is complex and dynamic team sport. Yi et al. 2019. Winner of 2006 World Cup had more shot on goal per match. Sajadi and Rahnama 2007. So for my independent rival, it is winning and losing team. For my dependent variable, it is the performance indicator. For my performance indicator, I have three, which is first is chances of scoring. Second is the rate of scoring from free kick, corner kick, inside penalty box, and outside penalty box. And the last one is frequency of attempt. So we will go to the problem of statement. So I have two problem of statement. First is proper shooting technique of scoring a goal. Second is to determine whether an attempt to score a goal indicated a successful football team or not. So I will go to the next slide, which is research objective. For the first research objective is to determine the association between frequency of attempt and chances to score. The second objective is to identify the most successful rates of scoring between shooting inside penalty box, outside penalty box, shooting from corner kick, and shooting from free kick in Euro 2016. Next is to compare the frequency of attempt on goal for winning and losing team. For the significance of the study, first, it can be used as a reference by coaches and athletes to improve their team performance in football match. So we'll go to the next review. First, we will go for the important attempt to goal. Uh, the more accurate and efficiency shot for the team, the higher the quality of the team playing in the competition. Leon Tajevic et al. 2018. Improving a player accuracy for goal is clearly an advantage to team performance. Ball et al. 2018. And the last one is the importance of goal in promoting team success is been observed in women's football, where it has been shown that a better number of goals are attributed to higher success in team. Ball et al. 2018. So we'll go to the next slide, which is successful rate of scoring between shooting from inside penalty box, outside penalty box, corner kick, and free kick. For the first one is the winning team had more shot on goal inside the 6-yard box than drawing and losing team. The second one is 90% of all goals were scored inside the penalty area for the World Cup 1986 and 80% for the World Cup 1990. Next is in European Championship 2004, 55.6% of all goals were scored through set play. And in the World Cup 2014, 25% of goals originate in a set piece. So we will proceed to the chapter 3, which is methodology. For my research design, I chose descriptive causal comparative because I want to compare between winning and losing team in Euro 2016. It also explained that different already exist in the group, which is winning and losing team. Next, for the sample size and sampling technique, for my target population, 24 teams that qualify in the Euro 2016 from the first match to the final match. For the sample size, I analyzed for 40 match, which is winning and losing. For the sampling technique, it has been used in this study is purposive sampling. For the inclusion, it is winning team and losing team. For the exclusion, it is a draw team in Euro 2016, which is 11 match has been excluded because of draw. So we go to the instrumentation. First, I will get the video analysis from footballia.net, all the video of Euro 2016. Next is I will do hand position analysis. So the variable that want to be measured is shooting from inside penalty box, from the corner kick, shooting from free kick, and shooting from outside penalty box. So as you so this is the figure for the area of shooting from free kick, area shooting from inside penalty box, area of shooting outside penalty box, and area of shooting from corner. So for the data collection, firstly I will collect all the data Euro 2016. Second, I will analyze the variable. Third, I will divide into winning and losing team. Fourth, I will identify the most attack frequency among winning and losing team. And the last one, I will analyze the mesh through the video analysis and ham nutritional analysis. So the data analysis uh, that I that I use for three of the research objectives is man with me you test. So we will go to the result. Firstly, for the test of the normality, we will see the Shapiro week. For the Shapiro week, if the P is more than 0.05, so the data is considered normal. For if the data is if the P is less than 0.05, the data is considered as not normal. As you can see, my data is many of them is less than 0.05, so it is considered as not normal. So we will see for the skewness and kurtosis. Bastian in 2020 said that the data will be normal if the skewness is 0 and the kurtosis is 3. So as we can see here, the data is not normal. So we will go for result many you test for chance of scoring. First, for the chance of scoring, as we can see, the p value is 0.000, which is less than 0.05. So the hypothesis will be rejected, and there is a significant difference between winning and losing team for chance of scoring. So we will go for the rate of scoring inside penalty box, outside penalty box, corner kick, and free kick. For the first one is rate of scoring inside penalty box. The p value is 0.000, which is less than 0.05. So there is a significant difference between winning and losing team for rate of scoring inside penalty box. For the second one is rate of scoring outside penalty box, which is the p value is 0.004, which is less than 0.05. There is a significant difference between winning and losing team for rate of scoring from free kick. From outside penalty box. For the rate of scoring from free kick, also same. There is no significant. There is a significant difference between winning and losing team for rate of scoring from free kick because the p value is less than 0.05. Next is rate of scoring from free kick. The p value is 0.092, which is more than 0.05. So there is no significant difference between winning and losing team for the rate of scoring from free kick. Next, I will go to the test for frequency attempt on goal for winning and losing team. So for the p value is 0.005, which is less than 0.05. So that the hypothesis will be rejected, and there is a significant difference between winning and losing team in Euro 2016 for the frequency attempt on goal. So we will go to the discussion. For the firstly, frequency of attempt and chance to score. So chances to score can be described as possibility of scoring a goal. So as we can see, there is a significant difference between winning and losing team in terms of chance of scoring. because the p-value is 0.000, which is less than 0.05. So there are articles that support. First article is the production process of football, which is goal is determined who will win and who will lose are proceed by scoring chance. Thus, the last step in the production process before scoring a goal is to create a scoring chance. No 2018. The next article that support is the conversion percentage of both total shot and shot on target when the team won was 4.5 times better than when they lose. So the average shot conversion in professional soccer was 10%. When the sample team lost match, their shot conversion rate was considerably lower than 10%. When they won, it was higher. Kite and Neville 2017. So for the rate of scoring inside penalty box, outside penalty box, corner kick and free kick, uh, there is significant difference between winning and losing team for rate of scoring from inside penalty box because the p-value is 0.0000, which is less than 0.05. Second is shooting from outside penalty box. The p-value is 0.004, which is less than 0.05. And shooting from corner kick, the p-value is 0.011, which is less than 0.05. For rate of scoring from free kick, the results show that there is no significant difference between winning and losing team because the p-value is 0.092, which is more than 0.05. There are majority of goal in collective plays was scored inside the penalty box and particularly within the score pentagon. Other studies also had report that between 18 to 90% of goals are scored inside the penalty box. Yankov and Armatas 2006, Armatas and Yankov 2010, the Mitrotasios and Armatas 2014. Next, sponsor also next article that support is he studied the is sponsored 2007, which is he studied the 2002 2003 Champions League and conclude that 64% of goals were scored inside the penalty area while 36.5 from the goal area. Next, goal in set piece was the highest through corner kick, 47.6%, followed by the free kick, 33.3%. In 2018 World Cup, the most goal kick from penalty, 54.9%. Corner kick account for 31.8% and free kick is 30.33%. 30.3% from set play. Kim 2020. And for the last one is frequency of attempt in goal for winning and losing team in Euro 2016. So there is a significant difference between winning and losing team for attempt to goal in Euro 2016 because the p-value is 0.005, which is less than 0.05. So winning team on had more shot and shot on target than losing and drawing team. So for the article that support is show us 2004 found that finalist team made more shots than unsuccessful team during the 2002 FIFA World Cup in Korea and Japan. The next article that support is Armatas et al. 2009 who found that top of team made more shots compared to the bottom team in the Greek first division. And the last one is data from the Spanish La Liga uh, and English Premier League. Also, English Premier League and Italian Serie A also found that the total attempt was determining factor of success. So you can say that team that team that take more shots on target have more goals scoring opportunities than losing teams. So this is my reference. That's all from me. Thank you very much.